Hello everyone, and welcome to Hell Yeah Gaming, where I'm going ahead and following up on something really late. If there's anything you know me for, it's being super timely. So, as you probably recall, I had the pleasure of interviewing Xixo Studios, the two behind Enchanted Portals, which was slated to have a Kickstarter coming out on October 24th. Now, that has not happened as of now because of an announcement that they made on the 22nd, as you can see right here. Like I said, very timely on my part. So if you haven't heard about this already, congratulations, you're the only person slower than me. And anyway, they first sent out I first saw this because they sent out a tweet here from their official Enchanted Portals account, where they say, "Hi everyone, we have some really happy news to share. Please read some more here," along with a Facebook link that takes us to this post right here, which says, "Hi everyone, we're super happy to announce that we're in the middle of negotiations with a publisher. Things are still in the air, so we're not going to cancel the Kickstarter campaign just yet, but we will be delaying it indefinitely while we sort all of this out. This is really good news because if all goes well, we could start working on our game much sooner than expected, being able to solely focus on production and with a much higher scope than we previously thought possible. We will keep you updated. Stay tuned. Gemma and Daniel." Ignoring the obvious typos in there, as a reminder, Gemma and Daniel are from Spain and they are not native English speakers. So, as you can see from this announcement that they made 2 days before the Kickstarter was supposed to drop, Kickstarter is on an indefinite hiatus. I would definitely like to find out what publisher they're speaking with, because that could be fantastic. So the whole point of a Kickstarter and crowdfunding in general is so that you can get funding from people who'd be interested in your product, in lieu of having traditional publishing or traditional funding from investors. But since they're in talks with a publisher, that means that they may not have to do a Kickstarter at all. Now, me personally, I definitely find that to be a little bit disappointing, because I would like to see what they'd come up with for back rewards and other such things for a Kickstarter. Plus, I personally feel that when you're able to successfully launch a Kickstarter, get it fully funded, and be able to do that to get your product out, that really creates a much stronger community than traditional publishing and traditional investing, because the people have taken a direct interest, and then they come together and they create their own community through the whole process from the ground up. But obviously, with crowdfunding, there always comes the chance that they just wouldn't be able to really fulfill the goals that they need. And if that's the case, then the product would never come out to begin with. And then also, with crowdfunding and Kickstarter in particular, there's always the possibility that the artist can just take the money and run, and there's not always a full level of accountability there. Not that I would accuse Xixo Studios of that, but it's something to keep in mind. But also, with having a traditional publisher, like they point out right here, it would allow them to focus solely on producing the game, on coding the game, on putting the artwork into it they need, their sound design, everything. They would be able to just do the design standpoint and not have to worry about marketing, not have to worry about literally everything else. And so that would help them create a much higher end, more polished product. And that could also be fantastic, especially since if you watched the interview that I conducted with them before, and if you saw their original trailer, which I'll probably have running along with this, that you'll probably see as with this recording, they got a ton of flack for what a lot of people, myself included, claimed to be just a straight-up Cuphead ripoff. And when I interviewed them, they stated that they took that criticism to heart and they really want to elevate it, give it a unique identity, and that would be a fantastic opportunity with a traditional publisher, since they would be able to focus entirely on designing the game. However, that also means that they may not have to listen to consumer feedback as much. And when you have a publisher, you also have to meet the publisher's demand, because they can just as easily drop your contract and say, never mind, we are not going to market your game, we're not going to put it out there, we are not going to sell your game, because you didn't do what we wanted you to do with it. So there's a lot to balance here. There's a lot to unpack. This could be a fantastic opportunity for Xixo Studios and for their game, but it could also be just as easily lead to a lot of drawbacks. So just as before, I am cautiously optimistic, but I really hope that Enchanted Portals comes through, and I hope that Xixo is able to have the time of their lives. Gemma and Daniel were really nice people to talk to, and I hope that they're able to take this game everywhere that they want it to be successful, both for them and for the gamer market who really wants to play it. So I know I said that I'd stay on top of all news for Enchanted Portals and Xixo Studios, and I kind of dropped the ball with how long it took to get this. Personal life, still, full-time job, father to a toddler, life is crazy, but I promise to do better in the future and get this kind of news out there faster than, what was it? Let's see here. This is the November 9th, so yeah, 17 days, half a month later. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. You have a fantastic rest of your day, everyone out there, and of course, as always, hell yeah!